And Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Quickly to the air is Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Well, no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. There's Wilson to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have the Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. It's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Throwing is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down throw for Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Cousins. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. Probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders.
We're scoreless after one. Second down, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of loops backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of his end zone, Cousins, and that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And take it right at the 35. Oh, nice move. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Again, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Bullard. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He ends up getting 7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go Madison up the middle and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. It's Cousins on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Vikings are going to have it now, first and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Hard to argue as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Washington. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And Wilson going to keep it again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. No, they'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes Rager. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 14-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now Wilson. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Dancing to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
And I think we're obviously going for it. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Murray will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Up the middle, it's Cook. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Joseph is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one seems going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
There's no doubt about that. You know they were playing on the other side of miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here is Wilson and the Broncos. Down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, 76 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line.